Good morning, everyone. In continuation with our video lectures, this is the first lecture after your summer break. I hope you have enjoyed, or you all have enjoyed your summer break, and you are healthy and fine. Now, continue with our syllabus. This is the third chapter from Part B, drainage. In this chapter, we are going to understand about the terms drainage. What is drainage all about? The rivers, the river system of India, the drainage patterns, the shapes and the formation, how the various drainage patterns are formed, what are the rivers of India, how they are classified, what is the Himalayan river system and the peninsular river system of India. So let's begin with our chapter. Students, whenever we talk about drainage, it directly implies to something to do with water or water bodies like rivers, lakes, streams, springs, etc. These are the things of the water bodies which you will find draining any area. Draining means irrigating area, providing water for various activities like irrigation, drinking, commercial activities, etc. So let's just discuss in detail about the drainage and its process. The first and foremost thing that comes to our mind is the river. The river is the source, it's a water body which is the source of a clean drinking water, or you can say sweet water. Now, river can be defined as a water body which is a point of origin. Majority of the rivers of India, whether the Himalayan river systems or the peninsular rivers, they have their point of origin in the hills. So, a river is a water body which is a point of origin. It has a definite path and speed or flow, and which is affected by the climatic conditions, physical features in any area. It is a great agent of erosion, erosion helping in creating and destroying land features, and it may be perennial or seasonal and passes through various life stages. Now let's just understand the river through this definition. What we have studied, what we have read by now is that river is a water body which is a point of origin. Definitely a river has to be a water body which has to originate from somewhere. Whether it will be originating from a spring, from a stream, or from a glaciated lake, or from a small hill, that depends upon the area where the river is originating. For example, the majority of the Himalayan rivers are originating from the glaciers, like Kailash Mansarovar is the origin point for Indus River and Brahmaputra River also. Gangotri Glacier is your origin point for Ganga River. Yamunotri Glacier is the origin point for your Yamuna River. So it has a definite path and speed or flow. The primary objective or the primary nature of the river is to flow in a particular direction with a particular speed or velocity, which is actually the direction, the speed or velocity which is actually affected by the climatic conditions and the physical features in an area. If the climatic conditions are too cold or rigid, the flow will be affected in the months where the temperature goes below sub-zero temperatures. That is, rivers also freeze. For example, Volkhov River in Vladivostok area of Russia. Physical features like the shape of the terrain, the degree of the slope, or the strength of the rocks, whether they are soft or hard, also define the path it is going to follow in its journey. Then it's a great agent of erosion. Erosion is an activity where the rocks are eroded to form various land features. So land feature is eroded or cut down by the rivers, wind, etc., to create new land features. And it helps in creating lots of land features like I-shaped valleys, V-shaped valleys, which we'll be doing in Part A, Chapter 8, which in great detail. It may be perennial. Perennial means its flow will be around the year, and that is basically of the Himalayan river system, because we are studying here about India. Or it may be seasonal, might be originated from a spring or rainfall, etc., and it passes through various life stages. A river has 3 life stages: youth, maturity, and old stage. These all three stages we are going to study in Part A, so we are not going to go into much detail. The another aspect or other key terms which we talk about regarding drainage is the drainage itself. Drainage is defined as the flow of the water through a well-defined path or channels. Next is the drainage basin. Drainage basin is defined as the area covered or irrigated by the river and its tributaries during the flow of the river. Then the drainage system the network of the channels or the streams through which the water flows. A river is not a single river. It is in fact a network of small streams, springs, tributaries, distributaries, which join or separate throughout its life until the river don't reaches its pinnacle point, that is the mouth of the river, or to the, you can say, the joining point to the sea. So all those small tributary springs or distributors which join the river in its life cycle forms the drainage system or the stream system of any river. Then the catchment area, the area from where the river catches or grabs the water to drain its basin, is known as the catchment area. And finally is the watershed area. It is defined as the boundary line which separates one drainage basin from the another drainage basin. It is one river system is separated from the other river system by the physical boundary. That area is known as the watershed area. In the next lecture, we are going to understand about what is a drainage pattern, how they are formed, why the types of the drainage pattern, and why and how they take various forms. Thank you and have a nice day.